tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Check.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Here we go.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
11. Check. Hot.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm coming after you. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Uzomah. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go again.
First down, at the 40-yard line.
Five.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
It's just me and you. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Let go.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 55.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got a man that's caught, left sideline. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On first down, Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 36, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Hey, they scared.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Switch. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. Nico Hardman, the intended target. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Go there. 18 Gator.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Glasgow breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First down, San Francisco.
You better be afraid of me.
Wide, get wide.
11.
He's coming.
On first down, Coleman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 24, Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It's Coleman here. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
70, Indy.
54. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta. Watch the curl.
To throw is Garoppolo. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Hey, box drop.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
It's our time. It's our time.
Right there, 54.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here we go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Coleman. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Here we go. Ready?
Watch 36 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the third time here in this half it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Come on.
Hey, Haywood.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Let's go.
They'll set up the throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 21.
Hey, back up.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack, Garoppolo. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Mixon. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes down for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Coleman now. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
He's not going anywhere.
Charles whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
2nd and 6. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go, go. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to Hardman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Coleman on the toss. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up third down.
The Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Show it up, show it up.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
65, 65.
Garoppolo finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
12, 12. 21, 21.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the... And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Garoppolo looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Man, I got you. Hey, Alpha. Right there. Hey, gun. Know your job. Sit.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Bravo! 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
I got you.
Mike 5-4.
11. Left hand.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the 49ers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And